I'm really confused because I feel like I'm past the age of waiting for my letter for Hogwarts. Still pining for it, but kind of feel like I'm now ready to take the step up and be one of the Death Eaters. But I still love the concept of the first year at Hogwarts tag, and I loved planning my answers for this one. I tag everybody watching this to do this tag. I would love to see how your answers compare to mine. Feel free to leave them in the comments or let me know if you do a video version. So the premise of this tag is simple. There are a bunch of questions all about how you prepare to get ready for your first year at Hogwarts and then what your first year is like. And the first question is, after receiving your letter, you and your family hastily head down to Diagon Alley. Which shop is the first to grab your attention? I am going to have to say Ollivanders. I would not feel complete without my wand. So I'm Ollivanders, but then after that I'm kind of going to have a look around Nocturne Alley. After rereading your letter, you see that you may bring a cat, owl or toad with you to school. Which do you bring and what do you name them? I'm going to have to bring my gorgeous cat Medora. She will be continued to be called Medora. But if for some reason I had to get a new pet, I would get an owl, I would get a black cat, and I would call it Narcissa. You arrive at King's Cross Station knowing absolutely nobody. Once you board the Hogwarts Express, you're faced with 3 options for seating. In a compartment by yourself, in a compartment with several other young wizards who are trading cards, or in a compartment with one sole witch or wizard. I kind of feel like on a real train, it is real, on a mortal muggle train, I would sit by myself. But because this is my first year at Hogwarts, I'm very nervous. I would sit in the compartment with one other lone witch or wizard so I didn't completely feel isolated. You arrive at Hogwarts. Which house are you sorted into? The Sorting Hat will fight with me and try and put me in Gryffindor, but my goodness, I will repel that. I am Slytherin 100%. You're given a timetable containing the following lessons. Which one are you most looking forward to? Transfiguration, Charms, Potions, History of Magic, Defense Against the Dark Arts, Astronomy, Herbology and Flying lessons. Now, realistically, I would be looking forward to Defense Against the Dark Arts, but this is the first time I've seen these lessons written down. I don't know what they're going to be like or what the teachers are like. So based purely on the lesson titles, it would be a toss-up between History of Magic or Flying lessons. Your first weekend at Hogwarts is here. What do you spend it doing? Studying in the library, exploring the castle and grounds with your new friends, chilling in the common room and playing chess, or finding a comfy spot somewhere in the castle and reading the book you brought with you while eating snacks. All sound pretty great, apart from the chess. I enjoy playing chess, but I'm not very good at it. I think I would do some studying and some reading. The book that I would bring with me would be a textbook, but I'd also have to go and explore the castle. A few weeks have now passed. Which classes have become your best and worst? History of Magic, without a doubt, would be my best. Flying lessons would be my worst, ironically. The first Quidditch game is this Saturday between your house and its #1 rival, but you also have a potions test on Monday. Do you go to the game because who cares about potions? Go to the game but make up the time studying later, or don't go, studying is way more important. First of all, studying is way more important. But I wouldn't go to the game, not just because of that, but because I don't care about Quidditch. I don't like sports. I'm not a sporty person. Christmas is here. Do you go home to your family or stay at Hogwarts with your friends? I'm staying at Hogwarts. In the Muggle world, I don't go home for Christmas. So, my goodness, I'm not going home if I can stay at Hogwarts. And the last one, Christmas is over and it's time to study for those exams. Where is your study spot? On your bed in your dorm? In your house common room? In the library or in an empty classroom? This is difficult. It would not be in the house common room. I need to be alone in my own space when I study. So on my bed in my dorm would be good, but I feel like I need to learn to not study in the place where I sleep because it really messes with the mind. So in the library or in an empty classroom. I feel like an empty classroom would be kind of terrifying. So I would just find a nice little quiet spot in the corner of a library. Honestly, that's ridiculous fun, but it also makes me weep at the fact that I haven't got my letter yet. So I don't know if I'm going to be accepted as a Death Eater if I don't know any spells. I haven't even got my wand. Like, it's not fair. I'm going to have to go down to King's Cross, which thankfully is 8 minutes by tube from my house. So I can't complain too much about that. I would love for you to do this. I tag all of you watching this if you're a Harry Potter fan. Let me know your answers and I'll speak to you all soon.